Hey, yo, we got Aquamarine. How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother. I am tired. Are You My Mother parody t-shirts on Teespring right now. Some of you did not like the version of the little square that looks like a book in the middle of the t-shirt. So now we have two versions. You can get that version, but you can also get this version that is transparent and we have different colors and it comes with men's and women's t-shirts. So get that on Teespring. It's available till May 28th and the art was done by Kitsune Zakuro. Very talented. Go subscribe to her channel. Leave the link in the description below and we'll leave the links to the two t-shirts below. So go check out the things. That's it. Okay, thanks, bye.
Hey everyone, this is Hailey from Cartoonverse, and today I'm joined with my friend Kitsune Zakuro, and we are going to be talking about the new leaks that just came up for the episode The Trial, which is an episode for the upcoming Steven Bomb on Memorial Day. And what happened was that the leaks for Lars's head actually came out before this one, so we were like, what's up with that? But these ones also came out, like right as I uploaded my first video for Lars's head. So we are going to talk about the trial now, and then we'll also get to off colors in a little bit, which also leaked at the same time. So first up, we have this 2-minute video clip as usual, and we'll just talk about it for a second. So it starts off with Steve. I guess it didn't really have much of a transition between Stuck Together or it had a huge transition actually between Stuck Together and this. Like, I don't know how he got in here. They just placed him in there, or I don't know.
I mean, Topaz could have just like walked him in here, like, "Hey kid, just sit here for a while."
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then he can't get out. So a good portion of the clip is just him trying to get out. But then this gem, which a lot of people thought was named Moonstone, is in fact Zircon. So surprise, I guess. And she is going to be, I don't know, did she state what, is she trying to defend him or is she just researching?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's trying to defend him, considering Steven was like, well, I am guilty of killing Pink Diamond, and then Zircon was like, don't do that. So I'm pretty sure that the Diamonds have probably put her to defend Steven, because you know how each, I guess in a trial or whatever, everyone has to have like a lawyer, like the two sides have to have like a lawyer. So I'm guessing this is Steven's lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
They're not very happy about that, I guess.
It makes a lot of sense.
They don't want to defend a war criminal that killed a diamond, I guess. I mean, who would?
So we learned that she's quite old and so this is like the worst thing she's ever had to deal with, I guess. Interesting detail. So, but she also seems to have this new homeworld technology, which is something that we usually just saw in like newer gems, but I guess any gem on homeworld will be able to like use this technology, depending on like what they do. I guess that's their job.
Maybe they got an upgrade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
She seemed to have like the eyeglass thing, so I'm guessing that's what controls her technology.
Yeah, the little eye thing on her eye. So we do hear that like Rose Quartz apparently shattered Pink Diamond in front of. So Rose was a soldier, definitely. We pretty much already knew that of Pink Diamond, and she shattered Pink Diamond right in front of everyone, I guess, which was, obviously a big thing. And interesting, she says rumors, I guess, like, I mean, wouldn't that be known?
To hide it from the public?
Like, yeah.
They could have tried to hide it from the public.
Yeah, so I guess Zircon's just kind of learning about this for the first time, or that it actually did happen, because as far as we know it did, because every single time, even though things don't add up 100%, still, every time, we've heard it many, many times at this point.
I was gonna say they probably tried to like hide it from I guess the public. I don't think it would be the first time a government tries to hide up something. Just imagine gems on homeworld being like conspiracy theories. Pink Diamond was actually killed by Rose Quartz, and I was like, no, it was Ruby.
Yeah.
And I think another little observation I wanted to put before we move on from the clip, I guess, to the screenshots, is that Zircon wasn't. It looks like she wasn't given enough time to prepare a case or anything at all, and Steven wasn't informed. So I'm pretty sure they just set him up to fail. They didn't give him any proper defense, although they technically did. But I guess that's just legality or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty sure they didn't mean for him to actually like get proper defense or anything. They were just like, yeah, just give him one for the sake of having one. Just
yeah. Yeah, so the clip ends off with just, the diamonds kind of entering. We don't see them, but I believe we hear their sound, so I'm assuming they enter. I think she said something about, like, as soon as they enter, that's all the time you got, I guess, to prepare or whatever. But that happened, and so Steven's really, like you said, not going to have any time to really plan what he should say. Moving on to the screenshots now. First, we're just going to go in order of how they're posted. Usually they're not in order of actually what happens in the episode. So the first one we've already seen with Zircon, I believe, from the promo, the first promo maybe. Actually, I don't know how many promos there were, but we saw it. We saw that in a promo, and where everyone thought that was Moonstone. But then the next screenshot is a blue diamond, and we see she's in quite a few screenshots. It's mostly just her like either being sad or something, and she's on her chair. I mean, that's like literally like 3 or 4 of the screenshots. She's just like that. She's kind of mad in one of them. So it's just varying emotions. She's never really happy. I mean, neither of the diamonds seem to be happy ever, but that we know so far. Yeah.
Yeah, these three shots that we have just kind of look like frames, like how the I guess the thing just progresses, like how you would in a storyboard. Just kind of do those keyframes. Just seems like basic things. I think it's part of the same scene, maybe not, but could be.
Yeah. So the first like pretty interesting one is that there's one with Lars, and he has a bubble over his head. I wonder what makes sense is that he was probably talking a bunch, even though he shouldn't have been, and then maybe Yellow Diamond bubbled his head so he would shut up, or maybe they did that so he wouldn't talk during it. I don't know.
I mean, it kind of looks greenish, but due to the lighting, it could be yellow. So maybe Topaz like had to bubble his head or something, so
possible.
They could bring him out on trial to as like a witness or like a defendant. I don't know these legal law term things. Forgive me, but like you know how usually like on trial they're like call your first witness, and stuff. So that's Lars is probably there to do that. Topaz was like, well, what are they gonna do with just one human? Well, I guess this is it, putting him on trial with Steve-O.
Yep. So yeah, we see the next one. Steven's on the big pedestal or whatever that raises up, and we get to see him and how small he is compared to the diamonds, and whatever he said or whatever made Blue Diamond remember probably what happened to Pink Diamond. She's just crying as usual, and then Yellow Diamond gets angry because her poor sister is sad, which is nothing different than what we saw of her at the zoo. But it's just like, what did Steven say or to make her start crying? Yeah.
Alternate explanation of this.
Okay.
2 parents are very disappointed in their son. Something bad probably.
That is not their son.
That is their son, Hailey.
Tiny
Look how
son.
disappointed they are.
What he shattered their whatever. Bad kid.
Your
Bad.
aunt. How could you?
Bad kid.
No
Yeah.
TV for 1,000 years.
So there's one more of Blue Diamond also looking sad. So that's 4 Blue Diamond screenshots. 5 if you count the one with Yellow Diamond. And
5 sad Blue Diamond screenshots.
And the last 2 are both of Steven. In one of them he's just kind of thinking, and in the other one he's just like a little surprised. It seems. It seems like pretty much probably almost all the episode is going to be taking place in this the trial area. So I wonder, there's probably not going to be too much action till the end, which leads us into Off Colors, which we'll be discussing pretty soon after this video. It'll be uploaded. So any final thoughts on this?
I think, no, not really, besides the fact that pretty sure they're gonna try and kill him straight off the bat, considering the promo that we got. We saw Yellow Diamond just kind of zapping, and she was in a dark, like a black background, and considering this is pretty much just like a dark room besides the pedestals or not pedestals, well, I guess the pedestals Steven's standing on, the chairs that they're in as well, and we saw Yellow Diamond zap at something with a black background around, and I thought that could have just been like an artistic thing, like how when Garnet went to go hit Topaz and there was like these weird flashy images at the back, But yeah, she's probably just trying to kill Steven.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about too much from the promo, but you make a really good point, and that could be happening eventually there. Yeah, so I'm excited to talk about Off Colors in a bit. So thank you guys so much for joining, and, thank you, Kitsune, as always, for joining me, and she'll be joining me probably in the next, the Off Colors video as well. So thank you so much for watching.